Hi guys, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm your host Jae and I'm here with AJ.
Hello.
We totally did not have to do this intro twice.
That's fine.
I just want to say, what is this, our fourth episode?
Fourth episode.
I am super proud of us for sticking with this.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a person that could tend to get lazy on certain things.
Yep.
But I'm really invested in this. And I actually like this. This is actually really fun. We do this like once a week, but this is as much as we see each other, so.
Well, it's fun for you because you don't have to do any actual work.
Yes, I do. I have to be the star. And that's a lot of work to be the star. Just talk. Yeah, but being the star is a lot. Because literally I make sure that everyone listens to our episode. I am the one that does all the social media. Yes, he does more the behind the scenes, but that's how it's supposed to work. It's 50-50 in this work relationship.
It is a dynamic that I again proposed, but you could help out a little bit. Anyway, we're not going to
I'm not good at editing, so I'm just great at being me. Okay, so here's my proposing question. What is your favorite movie of all time, AJ?
Before we get into this.
Oh, what do you want to get into?
Are you gonna put your foot down? Like how many times?
No.
Are you gonna... I wish we had video at times like this because she's just. Let me describe what she's doing. She has her foot in both of her hands, and she's just lifting it, and then she like flexes her toes and then lifts it back down.
Because this is what I do when I'm just like, we're sitting down and I can't sit down for like long periods of time, especially when we record for like an hour. So this is my way of movement.
It's just so weird. It's so weird.
Well, at least it's not on your face.
Yeah, at least it's not on my face.
It's distracting you, that's why.
It's just weird.
It's distracting you guys.
I just had to make sure
I have
everyone
very pretty
knows
toes. It's okay.
It's weird.
Okay, answer my question. What's your favorite movie of all time? What were you saying?
Favorite movie of all time? You can't do that to me.
Yes, I can.
Kung Fu Panda 2. Definitely my favorite.
Out of all the movies that you've seen in your lifetime, you're going to say Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah, 2. The second one, specifically.
Okay, so why the second one? Because I've seen all of them. But explain to me why. Because first off, I never got into the movies. I didn't. They were okay. I have better... Are you just making Disney movies? Because the best all-time movie is... It's Pixar.
It's Pixar.
Okay, that's still, I would say, it's the same branch. But okay.
I mean, it's definitely...
Mulan's better than Kung Fu Panda, but okay.
Definitely not.
Definitely is. Mulan 1 and 2 were bomb.
Probably...
And Princess and the Frog.
The greatest movie of all time.
The greatest movie of all time. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Kung Fu
Out of
Panda
all
2.
the movies that you've seen, really?
Definitely.
But you never explained... I'm sorry, I cut you off. Explain to me why this is the greatest of all time.
It's just a great story.
Oh my gosh.
It's a great story.
It's literally about a panda who comes from nothing.
Yeah.
And he ends up, being something.
That's not it, no.
I don't remember the movie. What's the second one?
The first one is like, he comes from nothing.
What's the second one about?
The second one is like, he's like the dragon warrior. He's, achieved the most important thing to him ever. So then he's fighting these like wolves or whatever, and he finally figures out something about his past. So now it's like old demons that he has to battle with new enemies and stuff like that. You know
what they could have done with that movie is made it into a live action. I think it would have been more interesting.
Well, there's probably a few movies that are very similar to Kung Fu Panda 2 that are live action. Like one of them I think would be Batman: The Dark Knight Rises. Mm-hmm. I'd say that's, story-wise, they're very close to each other, which is probably my second favorite movie. No, wait, The Dark Knight. Not The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight.
I don't watch superhero movies that much.
At all?
Well, I guess Black Panther was one of the ones I really like to watch.
That one's really good.
Love Black Panther. R.I.P. Dude, I can't believe he died.
Yeah.
Stuff like that messed me up. What was that? 2020? 2021? Yeah. That stuff messes me up. I don't understand. Anyways, my favorite movie of all time is Everything, which is a romantic movie. Favorite.
Oh, you know what? I take it back. Now all the movies that I've watched...
See, I told you, the first thing you said at your mouth was Kung Fu Panda. I was like,
Look, that was because I was under a lot of pressure. You asked me...
Oh, my God.
You asked me a topic about... You know how many movies I've seen and how many stuff I watch?
Yeah, in your 20 years of life, probably a lot.
Yeah, tons of movies.
You had to think of that one movie that impacted your life that made you think, whoa, like this is amazing.
So yeah, I take it back. Not Kung Fu Panda 2. La La Land. Definitely my...
What is La La Land?
It's such a... What? What? You've never heard of La La Land?
I heard La La Land that was Demi Lovato's album.
Oh my god.
Or was it an album? I don't know.
It's a musical. It's a musical. La La Land. Yeah, it's a musical about a guy who lives in... I think lives in California. It looks like California. No, wait. It's LA. Which is in California. That's California. Yeah, but I have to be more specific. He lives in LA. And he likes jazz, so he wants to open up a jazz bar. But he meets this girl and he falls in love with her, but she wants to be an actress. And they want to pursue their dreams, but they can't pursue their dreams if they're together. That's the problem.
Ooh, I would actually be into this.
It's
I love romantic
really good.
That's why I like everything.
But there's so much irony in it. Like, there's a whole song dedicated to how much they don't like each other. In that moment, they fall in love.
Oh.
It's very good. And the music's great. And it's jazz. Who doesn't like jazz? Oh,
have you seen The Greatest Showman then? Because that's a good
Yes, I have seen The Greatest Showman.
You know what? I want to watch The Heights.
I saw that too. It's great.
You've seen it?
So
I need to watch it. I think it's on HBO Max. I need to watch it.
So good.
I've seen it so many times by TikToks. Mm-hmm. So I need to watch it because I think I would like it. Now, at first I was into musicals because High School Musical kind of was my musicals growing up. So I was like, okay, I like those. But then I watched Hamilton and I was like, okay. Pretty good. Well, I mean, I didn't really get it because it was like just historical stuff, and I don't.
That's understandable.
Not into history, but I watched The Greatest Showman. The first time I was like, I don't like this, the music, but then I watched it the second time. I was like, wait, I love this because it's on my playlist, and I do listen to some. You know what's another good movie? Aladdin, the live action version with Will Smith.
I have not seen that.
You need to watch it. Do you have Disney Plus?
I'm afraid of watching live action remakes of movies I loved as a child.
I get it because Mulan didn't live up to what I wanted.
Exactly.
But it was still a good movie, and I think they focused more on her origin story and not so much of the love. They took the love out. That's the thing.
Okay.
With the Disney version of Mulan, they just wanted to be, kid friendly.
Yeah.
But this is more about her actual real story, so I thought that's why I liked it.
Okay.
But I mean, nothing's gonna trump the animation version. But Aladdin, the live action is up there with the actual version. Now I had to rewatch the animation version because I really didn't really watch that. I watched Aladdin, but then I watched the live action. I was like, oh man, Will Smith had to fill some big shoes.
Yeah.
What was his name? Robin Williams.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. That would bad. I said a different name. Why did I think of Robin Thicke? Do you know who Robin Thicke is?
Yeah, everybody get up.
Yeah, I was thinking of that guy, but that's definitely was wrong. I was like, Robin Thicke.
Very different.
Definitely different name. But Will Smith had to definitely fill in some big shoes by playing the genie. But he did a really good job. And Will Smith, he can sing.
What are your favorite things? So what makes a movie your favorite movie? So what are pieces?
What are the pieces? Really yeah. Okay, well, one, it has to have obviously a good story. Okay. The story. There also has to be conflict in the story.
Okay.
I like something that we're like, hey, this is the issue. We are trying to find a way to solve it. So, for example, Everything, I would say the conflict was that she was a girl that could not go outside.
But you just like them pretty straightforward?
Straightforward. I don't need it to be in a bunch of other stuff going on. It just needs to be the main characters, the supporting people, and them having the issue and them resolving the issue. I don't really want to say Everything had an issue because kind of.
Yeah.
She was a girl that could not go outside. Her mother wouldn't let her go outside. She meets a boy. They fall in love without meeting each other.
Which movie is this again?
Everything.
Oh, Everything.
It's a romantic movie.
Yeah. I remember.
So good.
Hearing it.
Hearing it?
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I've heard about it.
I think what you're talking about. I don't think we're talking about the same thing. Hearing another movie. So conflict, storytelling,
straightforward.
And what's another good reason why it makes a movie good to me?
What about how it looks? Do you prefer live action over animation or animation over live action? Or does it not matter?
Dang, it doesn't matter because I love them both equally.
Because if you had picked one, I'd say that's wrong.
I would think it's wrong. Yeah, because they're both good. Princess and the Frog, amazing. Love Princess and the Frog.
Interesting that you picked that, but yeah.
Well, because Princess Tiana bombed.
Well, I'm just saying there's other animation.
I know, but that's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, okay.
Have you seen the new Space Jam?
No. But I know it's bad just from the trailer.
You know it's bad? Why do you think it's bad? I watched it.
Just from the trailer.
Now, I kind of fell asleep towards the end. But why do you think it's bad?
Just from the trailer, I know it's going to be bad.
Don't hate on my man LeBron James. He couldn't fill up MJ's shoes.
He doesn't need to.
It wasn't bad. I think it was okay. Now let me.
Well, look, I'm just. He's an actor in it, so I'm sure he does great. Or any other
LeBron
actors.
James?
I'm just saying the story.
Oh no, LeBron James didn't act as well.
Oh, well.
You can tell that he's a basketball player trying to act. But I think I didn't watch the other Space Jam, so I have no idea what those were like.
Well, the other Space Jam.
And with MJ in it.
The other Space Jam felt like a Looney Tunes episode, where like something would happen in the beginning and it would just stretch out to the very end. So it's like extremely straightforward, super easy to grasp. I just didn't like how...
You didn't like the trailer of the new Space Jam?
Well, the new one, it made it seem like, oh, we have to beat these guys or else we're all gonna die or lose. Like, there's just so much stakes in it.
Yeah, it is.
And I was like, that's crazy. The old Looney Tunes, it was like, we need to get our basketball talent back because I like being good at basketball. I'm like, see, that's super simple because it's Looney Tunes. They're not saving the world.
I think you should watch it and then give your
I'll probably watch it.
Just to give your perspective. But I thought it was okay because, like I said, I didn't watch the Space Jam.
Okay.
But it was okay. But the only thing that was bad was LeBron's acting. LeBron can't act. He should just stick to basketball. How he was acting in the movies, I was like, dude, this is really uncomfortable. And just like watching him, I was like, I was cringing on some parts of it. I was like, ooh. Yeah, it was. But yeah, you're right. It's pretty much them them having to win a basketball game to get out the game or whatever. It was.
I wish too much stakes in a Looney Tunes thing.
I know, but it didn't feel. You're right. It didn't feel like. You know what the other thing is? I never watched Looney Tunes.
Oh really? That kind of makes sense.
What channel? What network was that?
Cartoon Network.
Okay, Cartoon.
But then
no, didn't really watch that.
For our age, it would be on Boomerang, not Cartoon.
Boomerang. Oh my gosh, I remember Boomerang.
Yeah. But
I didn't really watch. My sisters watched Looney Tunes and like.
Okay.
They
so
watched
then you didn't really grow up with Tom and Jerry.
No, I kind of did because my sister watched Tom and Jerry, but
Tom and Jerry had a movie and I heard a lot of bad things about it.
They did?
Yeah, that's what I just heard.
I didn't know that. What would you classify as a good movie to you?
A good movie?
Yeah, like what's a good movie to you?
So all my favorite movies, or the movies that I think are the best, if you couldn't tell, have amazing music in it.
Of course,
if it has really good
you have
music,
great music taste.
It's gotta be like Creed 2, one of my favorite movies.
That's a good movie.
Yes, that is such a, and I listened to that, the
soundtrack, yeah.
So good.
That is
All
a good
the Dark
movie.
Knight, amazing music. La La Land's a musical, but with jazz.
Kill 'em with success, what's it called? They don't like that. Kill with success, they won't like that. That was my theme song.
The list of importance goes music.
Okay.
Second part, storytelling that just makes sense all the way through. If it doesn't make sense, like if there's half of the movie that doesn't make sense, then I'm like, alright, this whole movie's washed out. Like, what is it?
Look at Deadpool.
That one makes sense, story-wise.
Story-wise, I was wondering because
all
over
least,
the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place the entire time, but there are some things that connect. You know,
that has structure to it.
It's like someone with ADHD wrote it, but I can tell that someone with ADHD wrote it, right?
Imagine I read a story, just how my brain works. Oh my god.
You would get the Deadpool movie, is what you would get.
I'd probably get something. Okay, sorry, then what was the third thing? So music, storytelling, and
what is it? Creativity. So I was telling my dad this, No Country for Old Men. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
It's about a guy who finds a briefcase of money, and then there's an assassin sent to kill him and collect the money. And so the assassin is kind of a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime he meets someone, he flips a coin, and if it lands on one, I think heads, he kills him. If it lands on tails, he just leaves him or whatever. But what's really creative about his character is that you don't actually know anything about his principles. No one says anything. You just figure it out as you go. Yeah, and I'm like, that's very creative. Like, there's one scene where he kills someone and blood is like running towards him, and he like backs away because he doesn't want to get it on his boots. then later on, there's a scene in a woman. He's interrogating her. She's all crying and tied up, and she's super scared. And he's like, "Where's the briefcase?" Or he just keeps asking her questions, and she's like, "I don't know." He flips a coin. He catches it, puts it on his hand, looks at it, and then it cuts away. So you don't know if he killed her or not. But as he's leaving the house, he checks his boots if there were blood on it. So you kind of know that she's dead, but you never see it. That's pretty creative.
I like stuff like that.
Yeah, just like super creative ways of building a character.
Yeah. Because that is interesting, because you just have to figure out what makes him that way. Yeah. Because sometimes they all don't have backstory to them. Because these is typically movies, you have your character, they tell a little bit of the backstory, and then that goes on. Oh no. What's that thing we learned in elementary school? When it came to like books, there was like...
Oh, the roller coaster?
Yeah, of a thing. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know how it went. I'm trying to remember. But that's how I think a lot of...
It's exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution.
Yeah.
That's the basic.
That's the basic of, I think, every director or every producer or whoever makes a movie or whatever they make. But then they obviously put their own twist into it. Yeah. And make creative. See, my dream is to become a director. I really do. That's like the end goal. It's to be a director. I feel like only thing I'm lacking is creativity. Is how to make things something that some people will watch. Like,
but that's something you just gather from other people. Honestly.
I guess you have to do those screen tests where you put it out there, let some people watch, and then they're like, "And we didn't like it. This is how you can fix it." I actually wrote like a tiny script, but like I write a lot of romantic stuff. I need to branch out and do something else.
Sure, go for it. Well, so I think in the film industry, people confuse this sometimes, but directors don't always write the movies.
Yeah, true.
So
I do
sometimes there's going to be, there's writers who write a story,
stuff, and then directors like, just make it come to life.
Yeah, how do I get this on screen?
That is true. That makes sense, because I do, but I want to do it all. I want to be produced. I want to write.
I think that's the correct way to do it. Because if someone writes a script, or if they write a story and they give it to a director, I feel like stuff is just going to be lost. And that's how you get movies like... what is a movie I saw recently? Man, I have no idea. There's I can't think of anything right now, because the only thing I'm thinking of are good movies.
Yeah, you can't think of bad movies right now.
Yeah, it's like...
We gotta keep positive, though. We don't want to talk about no bad movies.
Oh, you know what? Avatar The Last Airbender.
Oh, that was a bad
live-action
movie?
one?
Oh,
yeah. But M. Night Shyamalan was the director. And he's an amazing director.
But maybe what he was given wasn't... He couldn't work with it.
That's what I'm saying. And so that's why I think directors should be the writers. Yeah.
Now, the guy from The Office, I forgot his name, John...
Mulaney. No, that's wrong. I was just...
that's a comedian. I know you're talking about. But I don't remember this guy's last name. Everyone knows who he is. The guy who plays Jim in The Office. He did Quiet Place 1 and 2. But I believe he wrote it. I think he wrote it. Wrote it in it. I think he directed it. I don't
know about directed it.
You know what? Thought he did.
While you look that up, I'll give an example of that. The Rocky movies.
Yes.
Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone wrote that. He didn't direct them, but he wrote it, and he starred in it. So it kind of helped him become that character, because he knew what that character was supposed to be.
Because, I can't say that word. Something. He did direct it.
John Krasinski.
He did direct it.
He did?
He did direct it. I'm trying to think who wrote it.
Quiet Place, the first one was so good.
The first one was good, but the second one is pretty good. It's up there. It's good. I haven't
seen it. I think...
You need to watch it then.
See, I like movies like that because they are creative. Because, all they do is just ask a question. What if we can't make noise,
Told you he was one of the writers. I knew it. He did write. He had someone else. He wrote it.
That's cool.
I thought that was cool. I think that is really good that he wrote it too. Like, I think there were some other people that helped wrote it. Yeah. But he wrote it, directed, and acted in it.
Should be a team.
That's the kind of stuff I want to do. I want to write it, direct it, and be in it. Because I can act. I think I can act.
Probably.
I think I could.
You'd be a better actor if you wrote it for yourself.
Yeah, I wonder who produced it. he also produced it though.
Well, because
he did it all.
He has a lot of money.
Well, obviously other people were a part of it, but like he was one of the people. That is so. See, that's the kind of stuff I think is cool. If you
jack of all trades. Yeah.
Yes, if you write your own stuff, it'll probably turn out good. Do you have a favorite director? Do you have a favorite like?
I do not have a favorite director because a lot of directors have come out with
a
good
writer
and bad.
Oh, true.
No, see, I just sort of know the movie, and then if someone's like, "Oh, that was directed by this person," I'm like,
"Oh, okay."
Kind of cool. That's okay, I guess, but I just still like the movie.
What about Jordan Peele? Jordan Peele's really good at his movies.
I still don't have a favorite director.
But I'm just saying. I'm just talking about him, like an example. I like him.
Probably,
I like him. I like him because I like the movies that he's put out.
I won't watch a movie because it's directed by
someone.
Oh,
no. Yeah. No, I won't do that. I'm just saying those are good directors based off what I've seen. Like,
do you know any famous writers?
I don't know any famous writers that I know. I just know a lot of directors. Joe Rogan's another one. Not Rogan. That's not his name. It is his name.
Joe Rogan?
No, not... There's...
Is that what you said?
Yes, but I don't think that's his name. Joe Rogan. No, I'm thinking of wrong names today. Joe Rogan's a guy. He's a comedian.
Yeah, well, who are you thinking about?
He was the director of Bad Boys. Or not Bad Boys. What is this movie called? Not Bad Boys. Oh my god. It was about 3 little boys who were like in middle school. Oh my god.
What?
I'm trying to think. Oh.
Was it like rated R?
Yeah, it was a rated R movie. And it was like kids.
Was it Good Boys?
Good Boys, that's what it was called.
Alright, that's definitely peaking.
Good Boys. That's not peaking. I was just trying to remember. Who was the... See, I'm so... Seth Rogen. Oh my god.
Joe Rogan?
Cause I got the last name.
No,
the last name.
Seth Rogen, I hate his laugh. I just hate it.
I like Seth Rogen.
I hate his laugh.
He's funny.
Well, I'm sure he's great. I just don't like
funny.
his laugh.
But yeah, he's a director.
Stupid laugh.
What?
I hate his laugh.
I don't even pay attention to that kind of stuff. Only you would just pinpoint little stuff like that.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Because I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm watching Clueless right now because that's what I was doing before I got here. But I was watching Clueless. So far, it's not a bad movie. But then, I don't know. This movie came out in 1995. Didn't know that. I thought this movie was a little older. It's not that old. I thought it was really old.
Well, 90... Yeah, no, that was kind of...
95 is kind of old to me.
It is now.
I mean, yeah, we're in 2021.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's now.
I mean, realize what...
Let's see. Are there any, like, distinctly 90s movies you can think of?
Karate Kid, wasn't that like the 80s,
That's
90s? 80s, 90s, though?
Those are 80s.
Was it not 90s either, though?
Not really.
They came out with, like, 4 movies.
Yeah, but the more they add on, the worse they got.
What? Yeah. They didn't get worse.
A little, they kind of
I watched them all with Marina, and I didn't think they were that bad. All of them.
Okay.
I don't have any distinctive 90s movies. 80s.
But that's what I'm saying. Why is nothing distinctly 90s?
Because who remembers stuff from the 90s?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's weird that there's...
I don't remember things in the 90s.
Like, we know 80s...
More than we do 90s?
Yeah.
I don't know 80s. You know 80s.
No, I'm just saying people in general. Have you ever heard someone say, hey, put on some 90s music?
No, but...
Have you heard someone say, put on some 80s music?
No, but I've heard people say 2000s music. You listen to 80s music. I don't know anybody else that listens to 80s.
You've never heard someone...
No.
Okay, what about someone saying, is that an 80s movie?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, so
that makes more sense.
But no one's ever said...
No.
That looks like a 90s movie?
No.
Yeah. 90s is just a weird thing.
I'm trying to think what movies were out in the 90s.
No one can think it. They just mentioned the 80s.
I bet you if we looked up right now...
There's probably some really good movies, but...
Some good movies in the 90s, bet. I'm gonna... Who texted me? Sorry. If I look up who... My phone's frozen, right? Oh, look, it's frozen.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Dang Apple, man. Sometimes Apple can act out.
Probably all the time.
Okay, I'm looking up 90s movies, because I bet we're gonna look... I can't even type.
You know what? I think...
Google it.
Did Shawshank Redemption come out in the 90s?
What?
Shawshank Redemption. You've never seen that movie?
No.
It's about a prison break?
No, but do you want to see my weird search history right now?
What? No. Hold on.
Yes, can we just say... Hold on, pause.
How have you never seen Shawshank Redemption and you want to be a director?
What is this movie? Tell me this.
It's with Morgan Freeman?
No, I have not seen this.
He narrates it?
Nope.
You know?
No, I've never seen this.
Rehabilitated? Yeah, I've been rehabilitated. What?
AJ, your name and stuff.
I can honestly say I'm a changed man. No, you've never. It's about an accountant who goes to jail for killing someone.
No.
What? And then he breaks out of prison?
No.
What?
I swear we've lived 2 different lives, and I feel like you were open to all that type of stuff.
The old guy from the library?
No, you're saying stuff I don't even know what you're talking about. Google 90s movie on your phone, because my phone's broken right now.
I'm so angry that you don't know Shawshank
I'm sorry I don't know. Don't know. My friend texted me said, I realized why blank is annoying. She's a pick-me girl.
Jeez,
Pick-me girl, that's so funny.
That should be an episode on it, because I don't understand all that.
The pick-me girl and pick-me boy thing.
Yeah.
Pick-me girls are like the people who be like, oh, I hang out with the boys. I don't have girl friends because girls are just drama. Look up 90s movies.
Space Jam's a 90s movie.
Okay. Oh, look, your Batman movies were 90s.
No, Batman Forever. That's a different Batman, not Christian Bale. I think that's Michael Keaton.
Any movies that we recognize here? Because I don't. Why is my phone acting weird?
Maybe that's Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
He was when he was Batman.
Thanks.
Let's see. Tombstone was in the 90s. God, my dad's gonna hate that I don't. Oh, Princess Mononoke. Have you seen it? It's an anime movie. That one's super good.
See, I don't remember stuff.
No, but that's an anime movie. It's understandable that you haven't seen that.
Anime? I watch anime, just I don't know. See, look, now my phone wants to
She's All That?
No.
Oh. 10 Things I Hate About You?
What? Say it again?
10 Things I Hate About You?
No. See, you're just naming random. I'm trying to see if you recognize anything that we were.
No, these are movies I've seen before.
Oh, you've seen these?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I don't know.
Shawshank Redemption, I was right. 94. You've never seen it?
Can I see this again? I don't know. Annie! It came out in the 90s, but like...
With this guy, the accountant.
Nope, never seen that.
Oh my god.
Look! The Nightmare Before Christmas was
Billy Madison.
No. See, like, you're naming movies that I don't
What? Are you kidding me? With Adam Sandler?
No. Let me see.
Billy Madison. He goes to school?
No. I don't watch that much movies.
Happy Gilmore.
Oh, it came out in 90s.
Please tell me you've seen Happy Gilmore.
No.
Oh my god.
Let me see.
It's another Adam Sandler movie. He plays golf.
I only watch Grown-Ups with Adam Sandler's.
The Sandlot.
No.
What? You've never seen The Sandlot?
I'm going to tell you right now. AJ freaked out the same way right now as when we were listening to music in his room.
No,
but I don't know music. No.
You watch movies. You want to be that's like saying, I want to be a music producer. And they're like, oh, do you know Kendrick Lamar? No. What? You've never seen The Sandlot?
I've heard of this.
Of course you've heard of it. You're an American. This is like,
I'm an American.
This is the most American.
No.
They play it every 4th of July on TV, The Sandlot.
No, I've never.
Pulp Fiction.
I've heard of that.
Okay, at least you've heard of it.
Wait, I think I've seen it maybe.
Good.
Let me explain.
Truman Show.
No.
Jaden's gonna hate you for that one.
Who?
Jaden. He
your
loves
friend?
The Truman Show.
Like,
Rush Hour.
No.
Oh my god.
Guys, AJ's spazzing. Pause. Put a pause in this. Put a pin in this real quick. The issue with me and why I don't know certain stuff is because
you live on
No. Because I grew up just watching certain stuff. Maybe those movies, they were probably like PG-13 at the time. And some of them, I don't know about some of them. Maybe some of them were
you not allowed to watch PG-13? These are also in the 90s. They're before you were born.
Yeah, and before you were born too.
Yeah, so how have you not watched them now?
Because they're not on Netflix.
They don't...
And I don't just watch stuff just randomly. Pause. Anyways, what was I going to say? You made me forget. You did.
You grew up differently.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm just trying to explain to you.
So then what are some movies you've seen?
I've seen a lot of Disney movies.
That's not...
That's what I grew up watching the most.
That's all, though?
I can't pinpoint a lot of movies I remember. I'm really trying to remember. Oh, no. I can't pinpoint any movies right now on top of my head that I've seen that weren't
What
Disney.
about the Rocky movies? Have you seen those?
No, I have never seen the Rocky movies.
Oh, my God.
But I've seen
You've seen
the
Creed and you haven't seen Rocky?
No.
How did any of that make sense?
It made sense to me.
You know what? You should watch Rocky and then rewatch Creed, and it'll probably be 10 times better. That's like me watching Avengers Endgame But like, not watching Iron Man.
It's like watching Kung Fu Panda 2 without watching the first one. You'd be confused.
No, not just confused. It's like stuff in Creed 2 matters so much more because you know the character Rocky and what he went through.
I know who Rocky was, and I know what he went through because they gave me.
But you didn't see the movies.
I didn't see the movies, no. But it was the same thing with Karate Kid. Didn't watch any of the Karate Kid movies when I first watched the. Pause. Don't get upset. Look, he is having a whole freak out. And I'm telling you, AJ was freaking out the same way when we were going through music taste. And he was freaking out that I didn't know any music. Because the only people I listen to mainly are like Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj. Not sometimes, I listen to Megan Thee Stallion, Migos. These are the people I listen to right now, currently. But I also listen to any music that's on TikTok. I'm like, oh, it's on TikTok? I'm listening to it. So no, I don't branch myself out. But doesn't mean I would be a bad director just because I didn't see all the movies growing up.
Well, now I understand why you're not creative. That's what you said. You said you're not creative.
I did say that, but doesn't. But I'm not. That doesn't come from me not.
No, if you have watched a lot of movies, you would understand where more like what other directors have done. That's what I'm saying.
I also just don't think I'm creative because I just was never had that outlet as a kid.
Sometimes being creative isn't just, making up something out of nothing. Sometimes it's pulling together several different stories to make something new.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. That's what I'm lacking.
I feel like because you're just like, you haven't seen movies.
I'm so one-dimensional sometimes.
I guess so, yeah.
And that's what you're trying to say. He's roasting,
in a nicer way.
Get him in the comments. I'm just kidding.
No, they're gonna come after you for not seeing Rocky or Karate Kid.
I did see Karate Kid first of all. I saw all the movies. I'm telling you, I watched the last Karate Kid with Jaden Smith in it.
Yeah.
I watched that one, but then Marina made me watch all the other ones.
But that's not the last Karate Kid.
That was its own thing, but it was branching from that. It was kind of just like...
But it's not, though.
It's not that, yes, but I'm just saying that was the Karate Kid I watched. I'm just telling you that's what I watched. Not the last one, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to say the last one. I'm just saying that's what that was.
Yeah, that's fine.
Stemming from.
You can watch
that one. What's this called? Not remake?
Then watch the
or remake, yeah.
Yeah, remake or reboot.
Reboot. Let's tell it reboot. Okay, but then guess what? Watch that, and then Raina made me watch all the other Karate Kids. So I watched those. Yeah,
but that's not the same as watching Creed, but not watching Rocky.
I technically didn't really watch Creed 2, but...
What is wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
These are great movies.
You know the one thing, all series that I've actually watched? I've watched all the Saw series, and I've watched all the Chucky series. And those came out in like the 80s, 90s. The Chucky's. Chucky, great movie. Love it.
Oh, those movies are awful.
You're dumb.
The movies are so bad.
They're great. They're for people like-minded like me.
They're great if you're 11 and scared of everything.
No, they weren't scary. They're funny. I think they're funny. They have my kind of humor. That's the issue.
Okay.
And they're just different.
The fact that you said they're funny and not scary, that makes more sense now. Why you enjoy them.
Yeah, they're not scary movies.
Because I just think they're hilarious too.
That's why I like them.
But they're really bad movies.
Okay, but sometimes a bad movie can be good.
Yeah, well, no. What?
Sometimes Robin what? Rob Zombie movies, they're bad because they're all sporadic and weird looking.
But they're funny.
They're funny, so they're enjoyable to watch. So it's a good movie. It doesn't have to be all this score and all this.
No, I'm not saying you can have Grown Ups is a good movie.
Grown Ups,
hilarious. Yeah. But it's because it's trying to be funny.
Yeah, and I don't think Chucky was trying. I think he was trying to be funny. No.
It's a comedy. It's trying to be funny, exactly. But it's also just a bad movie. That's what makes it funny.
But Chucky isn't classified as a comedy. It's a horror genre.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bad movie.
It's a funny, good movie.
If Grown Ups was trying to be an action movie, it'd be a bad movie.
I don't think Chucky's bad now.
No, if Grown Ups was trying to be an action...
Knowing the movie, yes, it'd be weird if it was action.
Yeah, and it would be bad because it's supposed to be an action. It was trying to be an action. It was directed as an action, and it somehow became hilarious to watch. That'd be a bad movie. But it's a comedy.
Chucky is technically a horror movie because it was a possessed doll.
Yeah, I know.
That killed. Chucky. But I like the movies, and I think
that's like saying Tire is a good movie. Tire is a movie about a tire that goes around killing people.
Never heard of that.
And it's awful.
Is that where you're saying it's awful because it was a doll killing people?
No, I'm saying it's bad, but that doesn't make it a good movie because I laughed at it. Tyre is just a bad movie. Chucky is just a bad movie.
I didn't think it was bad. I enjoyed watching it. I don't really watch a lot of bad movies.
No wonder you think those are good. If you watch more bad movies, you'd be like, this is like Chucky and...
No, I think Chucky's funny, so I think... And it's a good... I think it's... I mean, yeah, it's weird. But, like, Rob Zombie movies are weird, too. And I like them. You never seen it?
Nope.
There's your issue right there. You need to...
Is it an issue?
Yeah, you should expand yourself.
Expand myself?
Yeah, expand...
This is the first time you've mentioned something I haven't seen. And now you're telling me...
Yeah, he needs to expand himself
after
with bad movies.
After everything you haven't even heard of Tyre, and I've seen Tyre.
Yeah, because what kind of person would sit down and watching the movie Tyre?
You expand yourself.
Wow, he's trying to mock me.
That's what you get.
No.
Put your foot down.
Nope, because it bothers you. That's why I'm doing it.
It's weird.
Nope, because you said something, you want to mock me, I'm going to bother you. Boom. Oh, I mocked it. Okay, another series that I said I fully watched was the Saw series.
Yeah, I know.
My dad introduced me to those.
Saw's okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's just gory, but that's what
They're great, and I love gore movies.
Okay.
Love it. They're good. Ridiculous. I want to watch the newest one that came out, The Spiral. That was like kind of like the reboot of Saw, but like the reboot.
The newer Saw movies have been a lot more story heavy.
For example, like Jigsaw, like the one that
I think
that was like one of like the last one, but like that didn't have the killer in it.
No, what was the one where there's like a... Who's the guy that plays the zebra in Madagascar?
Oh, Eddie
Chris
Murphy.
Rock.
Oh, Chris Rock? I thought it was Eddie Murphy.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Chris Rock.
I thought it was Eddie Murphy the whole time. I get those two guys confused.
I think Chris Rock is in a Saw movie.
Oh, Eddie Murphy's the guy who plays Donkey. He plays Donkey in Shrek.
Yeah, that's Donkey.
Another great movie, guys.
That is a great movie. I
Shrek.
had on my film class we watched that movie.
What film class in college?
Yeah, it's Introduction to Music and Sound in Film.
Ooh, I'm taking something like that.
It was the perfect class for me. And we watched Shrek.
Why do I get these guys confused? How do I get them confused? That's so bad.
It's racist.
Guys, did you just hear that? I'm gonna punch AJ in the face.
So yeah, look up Chris Rock and which Saw movie he's in.
Wait, you're saying Chris Rock was in a Saw movie?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in a
No,
Saw
he
movie.
wasn't. He was not in a Saw movie.
I could be wrong.
Unless, the newest one. Yeah, he's in the newest one. The one that came out, Spiral, 2021. This one's not. It's from the book of Saw.
That one seems a lot more story heavy.
It is. It weighs more story heavy.
So that would probably be better than the other Saw movies, but the other Saw movies, again, were just about killing people in horrendous ways.
Learning the movies and watching them, he was never a killer. He gave those people a chance to get out.
What? Did he give them a chance to get out?
Yeah, I think he did. He did. I had to learn this from my dad, and then we had a conversation about this. But yes, he wasn't really a killer, but everyone was making him out as a killer.
So if I held a gun to you and I flipped a coin and I said I'm gonna shoot you depending on what it lands on.
How would you do that?
No, but would that make me a killer? Because there's a chance of you not dying.
Okay, let me explain to what he was doing.
Or should it be up to your choice?
Yeah, that's the thing. It was your choice. He put you in a trap. It was your choice to get out. Did you not watch these?
No. I know. I'm just saying. I'm trying to understand why he's not a killer.
That's why we have to. That's a theory right there.
So hold on. If I was, let's say we're cowboys in the Wild West. I'm just trying to set the scene, right? You don't have to make that stupid face. Right. We're cowboys.
He's being really mean today, guys.
We're cowboys in the Wild West. Okay? And you walk out in the street and I say, hey, we're going to duel. If you don't draw your gun, you're going to die. So now you have to make a choice.
I'm going to draw my gun.
Yeah, so you don't die. But if I still kill you, or if I still shoot you, and I'm going to be like, I'm not a killer because I gave her an option to get out.
Yeah, because I was self-defense. We were fighting.
But I should be a killer because I put you in a situation of danger.
Of death, yes. Now.
So then he is a killer.
But there was people saying that he's not, and people who
how does that not make him a killer?
I don't know, but there was a whole theory about it, why he's not a killer.
He's definitely a killer.
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to... What am I typing? Is Jigsaw a killer? And you can Google this up, because it's...
There's probably a whole YouTube video.
But the reason why he came up with the reason on why he was doing these traps and all this stuff is because... I think it explained it in like one of the third or fourth movies.
Oh, I haven't seen the middle movies.
Oh, okay. I've seen all of them.
And the oldest.
The oldest. I've seen all of them. So he had cancer, and apparently the doctor messed him up on his like they didn't get him right away to tell him he had cancer. They messed up.
Okay.
They told him that he was healthy and he was fine. So when he found out he had cancer, he wanted to kill himself. And then when he had epiphany once he was trying to kill himself in a car wreck. He was like, oh my gosh, you should never take life for granted. And that's what he was giving these people, all these traps and tests, because these folks that he was doing were taking life for granted.
Did he just pick random people though?
No, there was always a motive with these people.
So if it was targeted, then he's more of just a vigilante.
No, exactly. So
he's like Batman.
I guess. Does Batman kill people?
No, he doesn't kill people.
Okay, then no.
He's not,
Oh no, I messed up. I'm trying to see if he was a killer. So I'm saying... People say that he never really killed anybody. That's what he even says in the movie. He literally said in the movie... I don't know
about he never killed anyone. He put people in positions of danger.
He put people... He said people... Okay, but look. So this is what this little thing says. It's what... Why it says he's big as...
Okay, I agree that he's not a killer. I don't disagree that he didn't kill anybody.
Because look, it says... Jigsaw, this is like one of the movies. He said, reasoning that everyone who has died in his games had a fair chance of survival. It says, as he says this, screens, he all of them had chances to live. Because there was one girl in the movie, in the second Saw movie, she survived a trap. Did she have to kill somebody?
Yeah, no, I remember that one.
Yeah, did she kind of have to kill somebody? Yeah, because she cut open, I think it was like her roommate or something, and cut open his stomach. But I think he was like paralyzed, so he couldn't feel it. But he cut open his stomach to get the key and get out the trap. So I'm saying, there's all chances of survival.
But just having the chance of survival doesn't mean the person that gave you that chance is not a killer.
He says he doesn't kill people. I'm telling you, I don't understand either. Believe me.
So just because someone says it, you're going to agree with it?
No, I'm just reading what it says. I'm just saying what he said it in the movie. He said he's not a killer. He said
if I went around shooting people and someone asked me if I like shooting people, I'm obviously going to say, no, I don't like shooting people, so I can continue doing it.
There's a whole theory about it. I'm telling you, this is a whole theory that he doesn't intend. Look, right here, there's a theory right here.
If I put two rats in a cage and I if I put two rats in a cage and I didn't feed either one, and the only way for one of them to survive is to eat the other rat, does that make me a killer?
I don't see you as a killer.
That doesn't make me as a killer?
No.
But I put those rats in
No,
danger.
they killed that's their choice.
So it's...
What, so they
both could have died?
But look, that's your...
And if they both died, then does that make me a killer?
Are you intending to try to kill them? That's the thing. Jigsaw wasn't intending to kill anybody.
I put them in a position of death.
No. If you were intending them to die, then yes. But that's what I'm saying. In this movie, I'm not saying in real life, in this movie, he never intended for anyone to die. That's what I'm saying.
But it doesn't matter if his intentions, if someone dies or not, because of what he's done, that makes him a killer.
This is based off people's theories out here. I'm just going off what people... Believe me, I thought he was a killer too, watching all the movies.
Yeah, he is a killer.
I know, but there's theories out there that's saying that he's not a killer.
Like, these are theories.
I know, my dad actually tried to explain it to me too. That's what I'm saying. So look.
You know, have your dad on the next one. We'll debate this out. I bet you.
He's all the way in Canada. We're in two different time zones right now, but yeah.
Definitely a killer.
Because look, I'm trying to read what it says. It says, unlike most killers, Jigsaw never intended to kill his subjects. The purpose of his traps is to see the subject has the will to live.
Okay, hold on. Are they trying to base this on some type of American law?
No, that's the thing. They're not doing it off American law. This is a fiction movie.
No, I'm saying if they're trying to base it on some type of law, then there's some major gray areas, because sometimes they're like, oh, he's a murderer. It's like, oh, it's not murder, it's manslaughter. It's like, well, someone died because of him.
Well, I would see him as a serial killer because he killed, put them in air quotes, because he's not
serial killer's different. Serial killer's specific to, people that kill...
multiple people they kill.
Well, serial killer kills multiple people because of a certain characteristic they have. So, like, some serial killers only kill women. Some serial killers only kill women that are blonde.
No, that's not true.
What do you mean?
No, not serial killers. Don't know. Okay, I think you're thinking of like people like Jeffrey Dahmer. He was targeting only certain.
That's what I'm saying. That what makes a serial killer.
The Night Stalker killed a lot of different people. He was killing old
They probably
women
fit
and
a profile.
Huh?
They probably fit a profile.
No, he was killing all random kind of people.
Just look up the word serial killer.
I'm looking up the difference between manslaughter and serial killer.
What? No.
I thought you said that.
No.
You said that. I thought you said manslaughter and serial killer. I'm sorry.
You're on the wrong page. Just look up serial killer.
I heard you say that.
No, I said in law, some people will say, "Oh, he's a murderer," and it's like, no, he didn't murder.
Okay, look.
It was manslaughter.
Serial killer is typically a person who murders 3 or more people, usually in service. Okay, that's usually something with their brain. It says with the murders.
Pattern. That's the word I was looking for.
Pattern, yeah.
They normally follow a pattern. But I guess a serial killer doesn't have to follow a pattern.
They don't have. They do. Their pattern is.
So they just have to kill 3 or more people.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to kill 3. Not just saying okay, like you're okay.
What do you mean? Because I agree with it now.
But you see what I'm saying?
People can't learn something.
See, mass killer or spree killer. That's what I'm telling you. But usually, okay, look, wait. See, look. This is what it's saying.
Saul is not a serial killer.
No.
No, he's not a serial killer.
But
he has killed people. Well, actually, know it. You've convinced me. Because
a
serial killer kills 3 or more people. Across the Saw movies, he has killed more than 3 people. So yes, he is a serial killer.
How did I convince you? I didn't convince you that he was a serial killer. I'm trying to convince you that he's not a killer.
No, you brought forth new information, and I'm just
he's a serial killer.
Coming to a new conclusion.
Let me read the rest of this.
I thought a serial killer had to follow a pattern. That's why I didn't think Saul was a serial killer. But
because he followed a certain pattern?
I didn't know he didn't follow. Again, I haven't seen those middle movies.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know
but
he
you
does
see in the
follow
beginning, he never followed. There was never... His pattern was that he got people who took life for granted, who he felt like that they're just living life and not putting any use to it. That's what I'm saying. But
I
then
guess
how
it is a pattern then. But he's still a serial killer, either way. Because he has killed people.
Anyways, this is the point. Look, this is what it says. It says, he said his hope their experience will teach them to value life, although he sometimes places victims in situations where they themselves must kill others in order to follow the terms he sets. But in John's mind, the death of those that are failed are justified because those who are failed to do what's necessary to survive don't deserve to live.
So based on what that says...
That's what the theory people
Here's what I'll say. Based on what that says, in his own mind, he's not a killer. But out here
in the real world,
in the full system of everything,
the justice system,
he is a killer. No, not just justice system. I just mean outside of himself, he's a killer.
What about morally? Because morally, he thinks he's doing things right. He's thinking, okay, I'm putting these people in these traps to teach them a lesson. Do you think that's morally wrong, what he's doing? I know this is a fiction movie, but this is real life.
That is morally wrong.
Yeah.
Because there's other ways of teaching people a lesson.
And look, see, people keep saying that he's not a killer.
No,
John Kramer, a.k.a.
What they keep saying is that in his mind, he's not a killer.
Yeah.
But he is a killer.
Don't keep up and
because they're only dissecting him from his own perspective.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what they're
But he's still a killer. That doesn't change it.
See, I wish there's more to... I want to understand, because I don't know how people are saying that... But then, look, so then the newest Jigsaw movie, the Jigsaw movie that came out, I don't know.
Yeah, those are way more story-driven than I'm...
No, not the one the newest one, the one that came in 2020.
Yeah,
there was a movie called Jigsaw. Yeah. The newest Jigsaw, they're saying the reason the new Jigsaw killed his victims were for revenge. So what makes... Are they on the same level? The original Jigsaw...
Well, that doesn't matter. He's still a killer.
They're both killers?
Yeah.
That's not what people say on the internet.
If the reason behind it doesn't matter, I mean, if you want to give him a different name, like Vigilante, then that would be up for debate between the old and newer movie. Because the Vigilante will do it because of justice.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else... But that's still a Vigilante that kills someone or puts people in positions of death. Is still a killer.
Yeah. Let me find the Saw series so I can be exact to which movie I'm trying to talk about. Because there was a point in in the Saw series where there was this guy who his son died by getting hit by a car. Okay. And he had all these people that he could have saved, but he chose not to save these people. Like, there was one lady that was like the judge who let the man who killed his son free. Like, he was doing everything based off revenge. Like, the guy who was choosing, because he had to do little things to sacrifice himself, like little simple stuff, like things that weren't difficult for him to do, that he could have done to save those people.
So who?
I'm trying to remember.
What are you talking about? Who is putting people?
Jigsaw.
Okay.
Jigsaw put them all in the trap, but the man went to each person.
What do you mean the man? Who is the man?
I'm trying to remember which movie it was.
No, okay. But just like, you can give me a character name, a job title.
Let's just say something else. He was a dad. He was a dad.
Was he in with the other people in Jigsaw's game?
No, he wasn't in the. Yeah. Okay, so technically, yes, he's in the game with them.
Okay.
But he's not in any of the traps. That's what I'm saying. He was not into any of the traps. The people who made his life.
What are you trying to say here?
I'm saying, well, you think he's a killer because he let those people die.
But he didn't put them there.
But he let them die, though, because he could have saved these people. But he let them die.
There's tons of things you could do, but that doesn't make you a killer. See, someone who's a killer puts people in a position where they can die, whether they have a choice or not.
I really wish I could.
Back to our Western analogy.
Okay.
All right, we're out in the street.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
And I'm like, hey, we're going to duel. If you don't pull out your gun, I'm going to shoot you and you're going to die. So now you have to shoot your gun or you're going to die. And since I gave you a chance, you say that doesn't make you a killer. I'm saying that still makes me a killer because I'm putting you in a position where you could die.
Yeah.
And if you die, then that still makes me a killer. So now let's add another person to that. Let's say there's some guy out in the street who sees this happening. He's like, oh no, he's going to shoot this other girl. Mm-hmm. And if she doesn't pull out her gun and shoot him first, then she's going to die. If he doesn't pull out his gun and shoot me, does that make him a killer? No, he's just a bystander.
Yeah, but
if he does nothing, that doesn't make him a killer, the third person. I'm still the killer.
You're still the killer, yeah.
Because I put you in that position. The person on the side of the street is just there because I put you in that position. Mm-hmm. Now, if I didn't put you in the position, then guess what? You don't have to worry about dying. I'm not a killer because I'm not going to shoot anyone. And that other person's not a killer because, well, he's not a killer either way because he's just a result of the environment.
But there's still a lot of people that end up in, like, I'm just saying this is just off, not movie stuff, but like just real life system who kill people based off revenge.
That still makes them a killer, though.
Okay, let's just a wild example. Let's just say you had a child.
Yeah.
Who got raped.
Okay.
And it was raped by a family member.
Okay.
You wouldn't kill that person.
If I did, it'd make me a killer. It doesn't matter.
I wouldn't classify myself as a killer. I think
you just wouldn't classify if you kill someone, you're a killer.
No, because it was just I think
justification doesn't matter.
There was an actual real life story about a dad who killed his son's kidnapper, and he lived in jail for a few.
Being
months.
A killer is not bad.
Okay.
You're just going off of a negative connotation behind the word killer. But killer is just a result of something that's happened.
Yeah, understandable. I'm just doing off what the justice system would classify.
Exactly, that's why I'm saying, so if I went out to kill someone for revenge and someone called me a murderer, that'd be wrong. Yeah. Because I'm doing it for justice.
And that's what I'm saying for myself. That's what I'm saying for
yourself. But that still makes me a killer.
Yes, in the system's eyes.
No. In all eyes. In all eyes.
If someone knew your backstory and understand what
killing someone makes you a killer.
I think those who
doing it for justice makes you a vigilante. Mm-hmm. Doing it for no reason makes you a murderer. Mm. Doing it 3 times makes you a serial killer.
Doing 3 times, yeah.
But no matter, those all fall under the umbrella of killer because you killed someone. It's just a title.
Yeah, it's just a title, but. I'm just saying in certain people's eyes, they wouldn't see them as that way. But I'm just saying there was an actual real story with this dad. His son got, I think was kidnapped or something from this.
Yeah, that's completely fine if he kills the person that kidnapped his son.
That's what I was trying to give you that example of.
Yeah, no,
but he didn't really go. But I don't think he went to jail for it. Or if he did, he was only in there for a couple months.
It doesn't matter if he went to jail or not.
Because the system saw that as, oh, he was doing. I wish I could figure out the real story. Then.
No, but that's why I was asking that question earlier. Mm-hmm. If they're doing it according to the law, because that's where the gray area is.
That's what
I'm not doing it according to any law. I'm doing it by namesake.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you kill someone, you're a killer. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
By the name. By the definition of killer.
Of my perspective and just like overall thinking. That's what I was thinking. But look, I found which movie it was. It was Saw 3. And his name was Jeff. And what the issue was, his death of his son, which is named Dylan, he had to go around encountering people that were in the incident of his son's death. So he was trying to see if Jeff could forgive these people that were in the game. So the last person that was in the game was the killer. The issue was the guy was like on his phone, like driving, and wasn't paying attention to the little boy that went across the street on his bike. This is the third movie, so I feel like
So Jeff,
the dad,
is on. He has the choice of
he has the choice to save the killer or not.
But did he put that guy there?
No.
Then he's not a killer.
Oh man.
He's not the killer. He didn't do anything. Now if he went out of his way to find that guy, and then put him in the game, and then he gives himself the choice, and then he chooses not to, he's a killer. If he chooses to save him, and he still somehow dies.
His dumb self should have saved all those people. I don't think he should have killed them.
I think
let them die.
No matter what, he's not the killer.
Because look,
Saw's the killer, or whoever put him in the game.
Which you're right, no Saw. It's just saying. I'm just saying like there's all these different.
Jeff is that third person in our Western analogy.
Okay, he's the third person.
And I'm Saul, and you're the people in the game.
I'm just going off what people say on the internet and just trying to figure out where that's coming from. Because someone tried to explain to me that Jigsaw's not a killer, and I don't understand.
I think they're trying to do it based on some kind of law.
What law would it be?
No, laws always differ from country to place. You know, so...
Would you think, like, in the justice system here in America, he would be considered a killer?
Nope, see, that's... In the justice system in America, they put a lot of weight around the name.
Mm-hmm.
So in the justice system of America, he would be either tried for murder or manslaughter. Those are the terms they use.
Would he technically be a serial killer, though? Because he killed more people, he killed...
That's another thing. No one's ever tried for a serial killer.
What?
No one's ever tried for being a...
Richard Ramirez. Jeff Dahmer.
What they're tried for
is manslaughter?
Is murder.
Mass murder.
Of the third degree and multiple counts. That's how it's said.
Yeah, that's how it's said. But that's that's a serial killer.
Nope, it's not the name of a serial killer.
Oh, we have to look up serial killer again.
No, serial killer's just the name.
It's just the name, yeah. Okay,
I'm trying to tell you this.
I know that. I understand that's the name, yes.
Serial killer and killer are the name.
Yes, I understand that.
Murder of third degree across multiple accounts is the verdict.
First degree murder. Would it not be first degree?
Oh.
Because there's different degrees.
Yeah, I think, isn't third degree premeditated?
No, now we can look these up.
It goes backwards. But we don't need to look these up.
Yes, we do.
Because you're just talking about serial killer and killer.
No, sorry. I was getting that confused. I'm not saying...
Those are just names.
Those are just what they title the people. I'm just saying, what would they be trialed for? That's what we're talking about. Yeah. But let's talk about the degree
It would probably murder.
First degree is premeditated and... That first degree is premeditated. Like
okay, so then it's first degree murder. Multiple counts.
Okay, so then with like Jeffrey Dahmer and all them people with that's first degree murder for them? You think they premeditated all those people to die?
Most of them, probably.
Huh. Okay, first degree.
If they tried to get away, then I think that's gonna be premeditated. Because then you had to think of how not to be caught.
Huh.
Right?
Yeah.
If I put on gloves before I like stabbed you with a knife and left the knife there, that's gonna be premeditated because I thought about putting gloves on before.
And then doing
Yeah.
See, look, they're talking about murder and manslaughter, all this stuff. See,
but that's why I'm saying, Saw. No,
you're right. His name's Jigsaw.
Okay, Jigsaw is a killer. Is he a murderer? Probably not.
Because a murderer this is like the definition of a murderer.
I know, but that's why I'm saying it's those arguments that Saul's not a killer,
or people trying to
base it on law, and they're confusing the name killer with murderer. That's what I think.
I know, because I'm trying to still read this and still understand where.
But do you see that now?
Kinda. There's still a part of me that thinks that he.
Because I'm arguing the name killer is given to someone that kills another person.
Mm-hmm. I think
serial killer is given to someone that kills multiple people, or at least.
So Jigsaw is a killer in your eyes, not a serial killer, even though he's.
No, probably serial killer.
Yeah.
Because I learned that serial killer is just 3 people, at least.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
I thought it had to fit a pattern. That's what
I see what you're saying, because typically that's what serial killers do.
Yeah.
But there's serial killers out there that don't have patterns.
Yes.
Like Ramirez, the Night Stalker. I don't think he had a pattern.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. That's what I'm saying. So Jigsaw's a serial killer, but that's still killer is there, so he is a killer.
But I can see where people come from and why they don't think he's a killer, because he gave them chances. But that's what I'm saying. There's gray areas with the Jigsaw.
No, just by giving him a chance doesn't mean he's not a killer.
Man. I don't know.
Two-Face. Is Two-Face a killer in The Dark Knight?
I don't know. I don't know.
He flips a coin.
Oh, yeah, right, you said that.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to figure out these degrees and understand all these.
No, but that's just according to law.
I know. That's why I just want to understand the difference between how they trial these people. I know we're obviously not. We're still technically on the topic that we're talking about because this has to do with.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I still am just trying to understand first degree and second degree and all that, because first degree says it's premeditated and intentionally trying to kill somebody. Second degree is not planned. Yeah. How do you not plan? Okay, I guess I can see how you not plan to kill somebody.
If you called me a name and I said, you take that back, and I hit your, and I'm like, you take that back, and I stab you, that's going to be second degree.
Yeah.
What's third degree? Look that.
What? Third degree, which is classified as manslaughter too, is voluntary. You punch someone with unintentionally killing them. Yeah, would that not be similar to second degree then?
No, that's the intent to hurt, not to kill.
Okay.
So if I punched you and you fell and hit your head on cement and died, it's going to be third degree murder, aka manslaughter.
Because you didn't intend. But then, how is that still not... Because I'm trying to see...
What do you mean, how is that not still?
I'm saying, how is second degree and third degree? That kind of blends in a line kind of thing. Because second degree is also it's also not planned. It's out of anger. Would that not be similar to the third degree saying hey, I got mad at you, I pushed you?
You also have to think these are according to jail time. First degree is going to get more jail time than second degree.
Sometimes first degree will get you a lot of jail time. It depends on this justice.
Well, but it's most likely going to be more because it's
typically
weighted differently. Mm-hmm. So that means if someone in jail for second degree murder, and again, jail's purpose is to be rehabilitated. I say that with air quotes because it's not always true.
Yeah, agree.
So it's to be rehabilitated. So someone who killed on a whim is going to be easier to rehabilitate than someone who thoughtfully planned out how to kill someone. What do you mean?
No, I'm just thinking about people who've killed people based off revenge, and that was probably intentional. I think they can be real.
That's going to be first degree.
Yeah, but I think they weren't doing it out of just, I planned this. They were out of, would that still be technically second? Because they did it out of revenge. Would that be second? But then people might classify as first degree. That's what I'm saying. I'm confused on the level.
There's tons of gray area.
It just depends. That's what I'm saying. That's just like the Jigsaw movie.
That's why people manipulate, not like the Jigsaw movie, no. Yes. Jigsaw movies are pretty concrete.
No, I'm talking about him being a killer or not.
He is a killer.
There's gray areas. What people say on the internet, and I'm kind of moving it too.
You're trying to compare murder in the first and second degree with killer and not a killer. Those are very different.
If you kill people or not, yeah, they're different. But I'm just saying.
If you kill someone, you're a killer. You don't kill someone, you're not a killer. If you put someone in a position where they could die, and they die, you're a killer. If you're around and someone else puts someone in a position where they could die and you don't save them, you're not a killer.
I'm not trying to
that's in that system.
Agree or disagree with you. I just want to understand why people think this way and understand. And
I'm explaining it.
Yeah, you're explaining it, but I'm trying to explain to you that these people That's what I'm saying.
And I'm just providing my counter arguments to what they're saying.
If you knew as much of the traps as John Kramer did, then yes, entirely possible to cheat every single trap. There was a cheat. There was a way to get out of every single trap that he could.
There's a way to get out, but he still put them there. That's what I'm saying. That theory right there is saying it as if that game is the only thing that exists. Those people were born in that game, and they have to get out of that game. You know, in physics, they have something called the system.
Yeah.
When you throw a ball on a plane, it goes up and down according to the system of the person, the ball, and the plane. But if you throw a ball on a plane while it's moving and you watch it from outside the plane, it actually moves like an arc. Mm-hmm. That's according to the system of the world, the plane, the person, the ball. In this person's theory, the system is the game, Jigsaw, and the people. Mm-hmm. But trying to classify him as a killer, the only way he is not a killer is if those people are born into the game, they're already going to be there no matter what, and they have a chance to get out.
They do have a chance.
And he just observes.
Because he did give them a chance to get out.
No, if they're born in there, that's the important part. Because they have to only exist in that game, and then they can leave. So if they start in that game, but those people had lives before the game, correct?
Yeah.
So that means someone had to put them in that game.
Yeah.
And Jigsaw put them in there. And as a result of his action, those people died. Makes him a killer. Dang,
this girl literally just pinpointed a lot of the traps and how she would get out.
That's all she did. She didn't even explain why someone's a killer or not a killer.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's just, people say that he's not a killer.
That person's dumb. Whoever. What do you want? Kiora?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me comment real quick.
No.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to comment.
Well, this is going to be...
I'm going to comment and be like, hey, girl, you're dumb.
How do you know it's a girl? Well...
That's what you said.
I always just say things when it's a girl. I always just classify people as girls.
Well, you said this girl, so I agreed with you.
I don't know if it was a girl or not, first off.
Okay, then this person...
It was a boy, but I'm sorry.
You every time... get all bent and ashamed.
No, I always say everything is a girl when I talk about anybody. It could...
If you said this guy, I would have said that guy.
Yeah, but I was just saying girl. Anyways, we have to end the episode.
Why'd you get mad?
I didn't get mad at you because I didn't know what it was.
Okay, then that person. Let me tell that person.
No, you're not telling. You can't tell Taz point. Dixon. He's a software engineer, professional problem solver. That's what it's called.
Oh, wow.
Anyways.
Good thing he's not a What is it?
Don't ask me. I don't
philosopher? Why does that sound wrong?
You're saying that right. Philosopher, yeah.
Yeah, well, good thing he's not a philosopher, because he would be wrong.
What is that again?
Socrates would rip him apart.
I think he had some good stuff in this.
He just talks about the games, does he not?
He explains the game and explains...
that there's a way out.
How there's a way out. There's a cheat to all of them.
That's the only part that's important. Doesn't matter how you get out. Doesn't matter the cheat. That's all he explains.
Yeah, no, he was just explaining the game that there was a way to get at all the games.
Yeah.
The traps. So these people...
If there's a way out or not, Jigsaw's a killer.
Okay, anyways. It's time for us to end the show. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Comment down below if you agree with my definition of a killer. If you have any counter arguments to my
I agree with your statement saying the statement of what a killer is.
I know. I'm just saying I want to hear what other people have to say.
Yes.
Because these people can't fend for themselves, but the people in the comments
we want to ask you, have you seen the Saw movies and you understand all that? What do you classify as a killer?
Let us know if you think Jigsaw is a killer or not.
Okay. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to our episode. It's always fun to have you guys listen. It's always great. Alright. How's our ending? I forgot.
Right. Thanks for watching Tea Time.
Oh, sorry. I forgot, guys.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Okay. I didn't do that with Carly when we did
it. You did?
I did?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. Okay. Thanks for watching Tea Time. Clink.